Elder financial abuse. It's one of the fastest growing crimes.
Financial elder abuse is on the rise. Almost $3 billion swindled from older adults nationwide every single year.
5 million elderly Americans are victims of financial fraud every year, and victims collectively lose $2.9 billion annually. That means, as you watch this video, 19 people will collectively lose $11,000 as a result of elder fraud. That fraud's happening on dating sites, it's happening in families, and it's happening right under the noses of financial advisors. You see, you as advisors stand at the epicenter of an elder fraud epidemic, and you have a choice. You can be part of the solution or part of the problem. Elder fraud is on the rise. In 2010, Wells Fargo reported only about 30 cases of elder fraud each month. Today, about 200 cases of fraud are reported monthly. 62% of financial advisors said that they have seen or suspected financial fraud of elderly, but more than half of those advisors didn't report anything. And they stayed mum for a variety of reasons. For every case reported, anywhere from 10 to 44 cases go unreported. So let's do the math. If 19 people lost $11,000 as a result of reported elder fraud cases, as you watch this video, the problem could really be as big as 190 people losing $110,000, or 836 people losing $484,000. About half of people over the age of 80 are showing signs of impaired memory or cognitive issues. One expert said that proceeding with clients that are facing these kind of hurdles and not addressing them is like whistling in the graveyard. So what are the consequences of missing or perhaps ignoring elder abuse? Regulators like FINRA and the SEC are watching closely. Several states have approved rules that require advisors to notify adult protective services and state regulators if they detect fraud. And if you ignore the signs, you could face lawsuits, regulatory fines, or reputational risk. With all of that in mind, what can advisors do to protect themselves? Here's 3 things to consider. 1. Ask your client for the name and information of a trusted contact just in case something happens. 2. Report suspected abuse or cognitive decline to the home office. Many companies now have experience and resources in handling such situations. And 3. Contact appropriate local, state, and federal officials when you suspect a client has been taken advantage of. The message here, it's simple. This is a problem that you as advisors can't afford to ignore.